Okay, so now that we've got everything set up, we've got Linux, we already knew that because we're working within a terminal. We have got PHP set up, Apache set up, and we have got MySQL set up. So now what we can do is we can head over to the public directory. We'll talk about in a minute where that actually is, because if you're not used to this, you won't know where to find anything. And then we'll create a little test file. Then after that, to make it a lot easier, we're going to go ahead and set up FTP, an FTP server, and then you can connect via an FTP client, and then you can manage everything and obviously upload files from there. So it'll make it a lot easier to make changes to your site. So we're going to use a text editor called Nano, as we saw earlier when we went over to give this Alex user root permission. So we need to say sudo as usual, and we need to say nano. In fact, let's just traverse over. At the moment we're in God knows where. Okay, so at the moment we're in home. So let's cd back to our main file system here, and let's go over to the var directory. So cd basically changes directory. So we're in var now. We'll list and ls as well lists all your files. So now we want to go over to www, which is our public directory for Apache. So at the moment we've got index.html, which is what you see here. This is index.html. So we can go ahead and change this if we want. But I think what we'll do is we'll create a new file. So we say sudo nano, and we choose the name of the file. This will create it for us. So I'm going to say index.php, and in here let's go ahead and just say for x equals 1, x is less than or equal to 10, x plus plus, and let's pen a space there. Lovely. So go ahead and save that. We want to go ahead and press Control X, and then we want to say Y to save changes. Lovely. And then I'm going to delete the index.html file. So we just do rm index.html. Yes. Oh, permission denied. Oh, sorry. There you go. So now if we list directories, we've only got index.php. If we refresh, you can see that we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as I've just done in PHP, looping through numbers 1 to 10 and outputting them. So we've now written to this directory, and our changes are basically visible on the web. So now what we want to do is make it a lot easier for us to be able to develop a site within here. So obviously what we don't want to do is we don't want to have to come into this terminal every time we want to develop and use Nano as our text editor. What we want to do is set up FTP, so we can actually go ahead and just drag files over a easy to use graphical user interface on a FTP client. So in the next part, we'll be looking at doing that.